So this is the second week of March here in south central Alaska, and spring has not quite sprung up at elevation here in the bush. And so we are on our way to seek out a brand new bear baiting station, specifically targeting grizzly bears in the area. This area is known for very large grizz, and we've been here in the past. It's been a few years. Um, but my son's gonna reset in a new area. So we're gonna scout the trail. We've got a nice wolf dog leading the way, and then we're gonna bushwhack for a while until we find a location. We can discuss the location once we get there. So talk to you in a moment. So a little side note here as I try to access a clearing I just saw off in the distance, and that is that I should have brought my extenders for my snowshoes or brought my larger snowshoes. Because of the odd weather we've had this winter up here with freezing and thawing, snow and rain. There's a crust of ice on the top, and then there's anywhere from 2 to 3 feet of a sand-like snow, which once you sink through, kind of seals across your snowshoe. And so I'm talking over this so you don't hear all the swearing I'm doing as I'm walking. I also edited out where my son had to lift me out because I couldn't free myself. But anyway, we're working our way um, towards a clearing, and a tough time to search for a site. Otherwise, we'd wait. But we are familiar with this area, and so we're walking on top of all alders right now. But we know what's in store for us when spring finally breaks through. What if you're looking for a new area yourself? You might want to wait, and probably in your area, it's probably thawed already, or things are poking through a little bit more. But I'm going to work my way over here. So we chose to come in now this early just because it's easier to sled in lumber, and that's the sole reason. It gets too thick in here otherwise. But here's a location. Threw up this stand. It's about 10 feet tall off the ground, and 16 feet on one side, 12 feet on another. It's an odd shape, but we'll finish up hauling some more plywood as we go. I do want to let's discuss this clearing in front of us. Right, if you're setting up a bear bait, especially for a first bear bite in a site, you're going to want to avoid putting your barrel in a big open clearing like this, right? So we're obviously not going to put our barrel in the center. We're going to wait till things pop up. That's going to be all alders in front of us. And then we're going to put our barrels on the far side of that clearing that you see, right? Against those trees that are on the edge of a thickening forest or wood, right? So those bears are going to come up, and they're going to stay within that wood line, that tree line, and they're going to come and hit those barrels. If I put that barrel in the middle of that clearing, it'd be a better shot, right? But bears are not going to hit those sites, at least not in the daytime. They'll probably hit those in the evening or early morning. So just a note, we're going to put that barrel on the far side. It's 44 yards, I think. We ranged it out to be 40. I think it's 44 yards. So not a bad shot. My son's gonna predominantly hunt with his 45-70 in here. He usually bow hunts 90% of the time, but he just bought a new Henry 45-70, and he's gonna try it out on this site. So hence the big opening. Again, it's gonna be full of alders. We'll get some shots for you once the weather warms up and that all pops free. Well, that's going to do it for today. We saved you the anguish of watching us make 4 trips back and forth with lumber and the plywood and building that ladder. That ladder was simply just some old dead wood. This whole thing was built with only battery-operated drill, driving in 3.5-inch bolts, and a chainsaw. And the 2x6s were cut with chainsaw as well as the plywood. Not the smoothest cut, but it's a bear stand. So anyway, simply put, 2 tools, and there you go. We'll be back with some more plywood, and then we'll build some rails. So we'll see you soon. Good luck out there, and start thinking about bears.